Hey, what's good? It's Casey here, and it's my turn to take this wishlist video for a spin. I'm going to focus on 5 pretty different games that I'm really excited to check out, but their connecting tissue is that they all have a definite anime inspiration behind them, because anime is cool, and we're all cool for liking it. First on my list is Yasuke, A Lost Descendant, which is an eye-catching hack-and-slash action game from Dalian Studios, with heavy inspirations from comic adaptations like Into the Spider-Verse and Marvel's Black Panther. But I'd be foolish not to mention the clear shonen anime influences as well from shows like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z. You play as a cyberpunk take on the heir of the legendary real-world black samurai Yasuke, as he cuts through enemies and bosses with incredibly stylish swordplay and flies through neon-lit cities using advanced parkour and grapple-swinging techniques. Though no release date has been announced, Dal is very active on his YouTube channel, posting about updates to the game and sharing concept art and ideas regularly on social media. There's even an alpha demo available right now on Steam, so you can get playtime with one of the coolest designed characters I've seen in a game since Damon from Bleeding Edge. Remember that game? No? Well, just look at his main character. My god, did Ninja Theory cook. Oh, where were we? The next game is called Abyss Cross Zero, and it's a retro-looking 3D Metroidvania from Studio Pixelpunk, the 2-person team behind Unsighted. The visuals combine PS1-era 3D models with pixel art for a weirdly clean yet nostalgic aesthetic. The trailer gives me the sense that a whole heap of anime inspirations are being taken, but I'm seeing many of the likes of Akira and Kill la Kill. I'm super intrigued by the plot in this game, as it looks to have a serious flair for the dramatic, with big cinematic cutscenes and in-game set pieces. The inclusion of mechs, motorcycles, and monsters is a combination I didn't even know I wanted. It not only has elaborate dungeon exploration, but also boasts flashy combat with melee and gunplay across 2 distinct protagonists, who are fated to eventually fight each other. There's no set release date for Abyss Cross Zero just yet, but there are regular updates on the creator's YouTube channel, Tiani Pixel, so I'll be checking back there pretty regularly. Might Rhea is a bombastic superhero beat-em-up from Wazen that turns an entire city into your battleground. As Rhea, a full-time student and part-time superhero/content creator, you'll need to somehow balance your double life, build an internet following, and take down massive monsters in superpowered fights that can level the city around you. The battles are primarily aerial-based and have you zip across the sky and around your targets like a sailor uniform-clad mosquito, and definitely channels shows with a similar premise, like My Hero Academia and One Punch Man, that play with the idea of heroism as a job. The fun premise lends the entire game a goofy sense of humor as well that I'm excited to see fully realized. A playtest for the game closed just this past July, so signs look good that we'll be getting a release date in the near future. Shifting gears a bit, see what I did there? The next game is Asuka Cross Redline Reverie, and it's a lovingly crafted homage to Japanese street racing that looks to be taking cues from the legendary street racing anime Initial D. Moju Studios seems particularly interested in telling a manga-inspired story about underground race rivals and the main character Asuka's ascent through their ranks. But there's an equal amount of attention to detail being paid to car customization, sound, and the feel of drifting down narrow mountain passes. I'm a big fan of the soft, cel-shaded look of the vehicles and environments, and comic-styled effects accentuating the car's tire screeches and engine rumbles is a trend I wholly support and will never grow tired of. There is no set release date at this time, but a recent name change and update to the main character's overall look shows work is still cruising right along. My fingers are crossed that Asuka Cross Redline Reverie reaches the finish line eventually. Lastly is Super Alloy Crush, a pixel art side-scrolling action platformer from Alloy Mushroom, and actually a sequel to their last game, Super Alloy Ranger. It's for sure heavily inspired by the Mega Man series, which is well known to be inspired by Astro Boy. But the game also seems to pay tribute to Japanese hero shows like Super Sentai or Kamen Rider. The eye-catching sprite work is a step up from their last game, in some ways mimicking the glow-up from 8-bit to 16-bit systems, and the gameplay continues to look incredibly fluid, with 2 playable characters giving you hyperactive ranged and melee options against menacing bosses. Co-op is a feature that I've not seen in too many of these kinds of action platformers before, but I'm interested to see if it makes things that much more insane on screen. There is currently no release date, but the team's latest Steam post says they'll be featured at Tokyo Game Show this September, so I'll be keeping an eye out for more information. With that, I hope you anime fans have found a couple nice new additions to your wishlist, and maybe you non-anime fans saw something you liked anyway. I mean, there's always room on the Weeb Express. Yeah, come on! No, it's fine to sit down. That's just magical girl transformation residue. Don't worry about that.